All right, folks. So, as I'm about to leave Coffee Bean right now, let's do a topic as it regards to my podcasting in general, right? Hold on for a second. Oops, wrong button. Um, so, as you know, it's already now been. When did I start this? Like late February or some shit like that. Yeah. So like late February, I started doing my unofficial podcast. I was supposed to start it with but then what was supposed to be the Nutballers one with some of the guys like Eugene, Rest, and Boss last year, right? But it turns out, I talked to them about it. They said they were cool with it because we were supposed to start one together. And I'm talking about what I mean together is like I do it with one of the guys, to start it off, and I would have done the template by then. And originally, it could have been, the template that I've used not that long ago. Yeah, a template that I used not that long ago. Uh, it's for some of the Nutballers podcasts that I already done. You know, that I could have started that last year, right? Or like sometime late last year. Turns out after I you know ghosted not only social media but my entire friend circle toward late January, in late January of this year. That's when I started doing my unofficial podcasting. And then I started doing, I only did bit by bit, right? So bits by bits, because I talked about where I stood with the Nutballers, and then again, where I stood with the Nutballers. I thought that was going to be my last, and then it turns out it's not. Then eventually in April, started to drop more content, although it was more of my issues as far as myself, my life, my friend issues, uh, my friend issues, and also the Nutballer issues. Those are the mostly talked about topics going to April and May as well. Did my friendships with topics, all the Nutballer friends. I keep saying Nutballers, and formerly Nutballer friends. They're still my friends to this day. Some of them are already my ex-close friends, right? Uh, so yeah, uh, formerly Nutballers friends. Is that Amber Alert? Is that Amber Alert? What's going on? Oh my! I barely heard the Amber Alert. So, anyways, it was really nice and sunny. This would have been great hiking weather if I took the day off. See the mountains very clearly in front of me. So yeah, it's nice and blue out here. It's been like that last week. Wish it could be this way for a while at least. Anyways, so yeah, in regards to my podcasting, yeah, I've been starting to drop a lot of videos going into May. I started, a little bit getting to different content and started talking about other friends too, and even mostly ex-close friends and current friends. So yeah, and then in June, same thing, but still mostly issues of my outside life, my my what is it? No, then no ballers issues, then friend issues and dump issues and all that. Same thing going to July, although I started to drop a little bit on different content, and since then by August, well, more so September and going to this month, my content started to become, you know, like I started to improve my different, using different ways of podcasting, like I'm doing right now, right here, doing it in video style. I already did some of that recently, going to, last month as well. So I did it in this style, just trying out different ways, so it's not always in audio format. I know that's usually the thing for a podcast, but some people do it in video form too. Like they have their own studio, for example, one of the guys I listen to, my guy Junior's Pro, has a video format. And he does have the on-air display like I have right now, inspired by him. Uh, Guys like Too Raw for TV, who I also listen to in regards to real NBA basketball talk. Uh, he has his all audio format. Ticket TV has his, sometimes in video style, where it shows him in his studio or something like that, or by the beach or whatever, wherever he does his podcasts, right? So, and most of them are in audio format. So he does it in a variety. I'm trying to do mine in a variety, just inspired from these guys, and especially, guys like Rob Parker and Chris Broussard, and now Kelvin Washington. I'm talking about the Odd Couple, where sometimes the videos show the video like audio format, but they have like the sound waves, like what I've been using in my videos here recently. So I'm just improving ways of doing it, and it's starting to make me get more into the podcasting in general. Like, I know there's still a lot of basketball shoot-around edits I have to edit, last month, August, especially my bird season tournament ones. I've been falling so behind, and the bird season tournament for this year is supposed to start. Luckily, I postponed that until hopefully I can do it tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow, but it just it just so happens so that I've been doing a whole lot more podcasting, and improving in different ways. Obviously, with the bird season tournament, I've been improving my templates, making them seasonal, right? So I'm just using different ways of to for as far even like mainly the podcasting templates, intro and outro templates, the like, share, and subscribe ones. And especially now using the half banner ones like I'm using here. I already done it with a couple videos, and so I'm doing it in different ways, based on some of my video editing from the past when I did for birthday shout outs to some of my friends, then friends and friends of the past. Also, friendship anniversaries, right? So I'm still doing it in that form. I'm trying to do it like that. I know it's still going to be a while that I'm trying to catch up to these other basketball shoot-around edits, but for the most part, my podcasting is the one I've been, I'm talking about things that, especially as I'm updating on stuff like in regards to my edits and all that. So that's where I'm keeping most up to date. So I just on where I stand, that's what I talk about here on my podcast. Whether it's like my editing, my basketball shoot-around games, where I stand with them. It's a lot of where I stand with, not just on my friends, my social circle. Oh my god, my social circle, but also, my where I stand on my video editing as well, doing my basketball shoot-around edits, right? So yeah, so I've been doing a whole lot of that. You're seeing me, like, the last basketball shoot-around game I uploaded, I think it was not too long ago. That was on February 10th, I think. But yeah, I haven't done so much of that lately. I've been focusing more on this and just really using different seasonal, like turning some of these templates into seasonal templates, like for the fall and for for Halloween as well, right? And doing some of them in video style, especially some of them in my work studio, where I had some of my Halloween decors, right? So I'm trying to do a variety myself, which I've been spending a whole lot of time more on, but I should be spending more time on editing my basketball shoot-around edits. But of course, I have my first season tournament coming up. And some of those shoot-around games are, they do take pretty long, because I got to go through the process and all that. Doing splitting the clips and of each basket I make, this and that. I know some of them can be pretty long. It can get pretty tedious at times, but for the most part, I try to find ways where I can do it faster. That's why I trim all the, like, unless it's a moving target score game, the ones where I miss a basket that don't affect the target score, I just eliminate them, right? So yeah, I mean, so although I've been spending a whole lot more time on my podcasting, uh, especially as of late, right? Uh, I do want to balance it out and I'm spending more time and spending just as much time with my basketball shoot around edits so that I don't get, too caught up on, you know, some of like all this podcasting and especially as I'm trying to continue improving, which is great. I'm doing different ways. I've been doing that's why I'm keeping my channel as relevant as possible, even if, after, with no more not ballers content at this point. But yeah, so that's all I gotta say about it, man. I will do some catching up on my, you know, on my basketball shooter on edits, and I need to find that medium or that balance. So, anyways, peace.